Hello and welcome to round 10 of the Craftsman Cup Series, and we're coming to you at the Twin Ring Motegi Speedway. Yes, the drivers have been over in Japan for the last few days. They've been vigorously trying to perfect the track, if you will. Big news coming from this. There is going to be some major weather problems happening over here. So the race has now been sadly shortened to just 60 laps. It was going to be 70, but it's going to be 60 laps long because we want to have the safety of the drivers to get away from this place. A lot of accidents that happened during happy hour, mostly off the course. Excuse me, I had a bit of a burp there, my apologies. A lot of drivers then had problems off the corner, and now that we're going to have all 42 cars racing on the track, it could be a bit more of an issue. So drivers have got to be a little bit wary. They went into the drivers meeting before the race, just tell the drivers just to be very careful, especially coming out of turn number 4. Anyway, I digress. We had qualifying yesterday, and it is RJ Bishop that will start on the pole. He becomes the newest member to race in the All-Star race, and alongside him will be Colin Lloyd driving the Dickies at number 66. Second row is Matt McLean. He was on the pole last week. He's going to start on the inside of the second row, and alongside him will be a driver that's already in the All-Star race, Sky Commons, due to winning the pole and winning round number 2. Championship leader Wes Bacall, he's starting quite far up the field, starting in the 14th place, him of his massive point lead. So without further ado, we're going to get these drivers out on to this 1.5 mile track. There goes the pace car, and all 42 drivers will head out onto the track. And here's the rest of how we'll look for today's shortened race at Motegi. Interesting line there from the pace car. Looks like he was having a bit of fun on the track by the looks of it there, but he does pull off into the pit lane, and we are getting ready for 60 laps. Let's change it to the pace car, the pit lane 1 view, and it is showtime over in Japan. Again, the problem is off the corners. That is the danger for some of these drivers. Looks like we might be okay. Yep, indeed we are all okay as we go through 3 and 4. Oh, Michael Norman looking a little bit underneath the yellow line. Now, this is the problem off the corner. You can see them a little bit beating and banging. But RJ Bishop will lead that lap, and he will get 5 points to try and catch up with the championship leader, who's already got a mammoth lead, as Matt McLean goes for the lead, and looks like he's going to take it. And Matt McIntyre will follow suit as well in the 22, although he wants to go for the lead. Look at this now. So McLean may have won a little wide, gets to run off the corner. Yes, he does, and looks like we're going to have another different leader. So 5 points then for Matt McLean, and he needs points because he is really struggling in the championship there. Now we've got Matt McIntyre going for the lead, and he's going to take position away from Matt McLean. And Nathan Hudson in the Viagra 6 car, the reverse livery. Oh, here comes Noah Cars now in the 44, goes underneath Hudson. Yeah, you can see the cars are just a little bit dancing. Oh, we got smoke. We got smoke there. No pace car. Oh, now we have, and it's the 8s of Anthony McCreary. And is that going to bring out a caution? I think it is, because all the other cars have slowed down. But I don't think these drivers have slowed down. They're racing back to the line. But it looks like it's going to be Matt McIntyre then that's going to be leading the field back to the caution flag. Followed by Noah Cars and Kyle Matthews in the 5, who are side by side, but I think he's just a little bit too late, and as Matthews did get the 3rd place. So caution's out then. First time today here on lap number 4. And there was an incident that happened before that, before the caution came out. So let's take a look at that. This is what's happened. This is again coming off of turn 4, the problem corner for a lot of these drivers. Now, just pay attention here to the number 37 of Alex Rowe and the 11 of Nick Gunther. You can see the 37 just slightly comes up. That's been the problem for a lot of drivers here, because the racing lineup here was quite narrow, and you know that's where the contact happened, and Rowe hit the wall quite hard, and so too did the 11. Hopefully their cars are not too badly damaged though after that, but that didn't bring out the caution. This, I think the next lap did bring out the caution, and this was happened the next lap there. And you can see Wintergreen just gets into the rear. It's just a carbon copy of the last lap with Alex Rowe, but this time the 8 goes fully turned around, went into Liam Ervig, and another hit from the 07 to follow there too. Joshua Collard there, really trying to get by a few positions just to gain more points there, it looked like. But yeah, there you go then. So just basically a very harmless spin right in front of a few cars, and that is what brought out caution number 1. And there's some damage there to the Budweiser All-Star Game Chevrolet of Anthony McCreary. Flagman is waving the green flag, and looks like Matt McLean is going to be the first to come into the pit lane. So too is Sam Oskin, Jack Mitchell, and the outside pole sitter, as well as Chris Summers and Jesse Turner, the history maker. He's looks like they're all coming into the pit lane. Are they the only ones that are coming in? No, there is more. Yep, Dylan Poteet. Obviously, the 20 has to put in, has to repair that damage. So too does Wintergreen, Jessica Shelton, Levi McIntyre, and Anthony McCreary. So a few drivers into the pits. Some of them are, well, the majority of them are staying out. And a lot of damage there to the 20 car. It looks like he's going to have to probably take that bonnet off as McCreary goes back out. A little bit of a mess back there. And there's a look at Alex Rowe, who is back there trying to hopefully, sort out his Dodge. So there we go. Let's see what happens now when we get back to the green flag. Back again. Pace car lights are off. And but interesting how pit strategy is already taken into this in the early goings of the race. We're going to be on lap number 9 out of the shortened race. We're only doing 60 laps. We're not doing 17, but we are doing 60. So Matt McIntyre leads the field. Noah Cars in 2nd. Cam Matthews in 3rd. Michael Norman in 4th. Nathan Hudson 5th. RJ Bishop in 6th. 7th is Diego Ospino. Brandon Ross in 8th. Fitzwater 9th. And Seth Cole completing the top 10. And looks like it's been a great start from the 22. I was trying to get that camera angle, my apologies. Yeah, really great start for Matt McIntyre, as he's got basically, one car length lead over Noah Cars. Cars may have just slipped on the restart, so too was Michael Norman, but also Brandon Ross is attempting to pass on potentially 2 drivers. He's already passed Ospina, now trying to pass Bishop. Again, they all got through that danger corner, all nice and well, hopefully. Yep, pace car lights are not back on. There's the championship leader, there he is. Where's McCall? Passing Dylan Young on the inside. And there is Cody Lammers in the 18. 18 there, running in position 18, and he did start in 35th position, so... Yeah, so Cody, who's sitting 3rd in the championship, I believe he is. Yeah, doing extremely well. Ooh, had to get off the throttle just a teensy bit of getting close to the back of the Dylan Young. And there's Christian Martin behind Dylan Young's teammate, followed by Carson Gum, who did start at the back of the grid. He's just cracked the top 20 now, indeed he has. And there's Sky Commons, who started in the 4th place, is down now into 21st. The first of the drivers that did make a pit that came out then is this guy here, Sama Oskin. Stuck behind the 32 at Charles Sanfer. Ooh, nearly got a little tap from Nick Gunther. And Ali Rain looks like she's making a pass on Carson Green. That will be for the 30th position. And there is Jesse Turner in the 10. Hoping to go for a hat-trick of wins now in the CCS consecutively. And he was also one of the a few drivers though that did pit during the first caution. So he's got some fresher tyres in the cars up ahead. Meanwhile, let's see what's happening up ahead now. And we've got ourselves a lead change. Noah Cars in the lead of the race. And I think that's the first time that we're seeing Noah Cars leading a lap. So he'll get himself 5 points. So I think we've had 4 different leaders now at this Twin Wing Motegi. And the drivers so far looks like they're behaving themselves very well. I thought this was going to be a bit of a problem. But looks like they've figured this track out once and for all now. As Kyle Matthews goes to the inside of Matt McIntyre in the 22 and sort of nearly slams the door in Matt's face. And that's now P2 for Matthews. Michael Norman hoping to take advantage of it. As Matt is running the high side, and that's 3rd position now lost. Could be 4th place to the 6 of Nathan Hudson. And indeed it will. There's Brandon Ross. He's up now into 6th position. With Ospina just ahead. And you can see there, Austin the Plant in the 49, trying to go around the outside of RJ Bishop. Might actually do it though, but again, just a little bit tentative though. As Seth Cole's trying to help his teammate get by the 49 without any issues whatsoever. Which he has done. Have a look further back here through the field, and you can see there's Sky Commons now trying to recover, just passing Brand to Disco. There's James Qualls, and also there's the 9 of Danny Wells, who started in 41st place. He's ahead of Dylan Young. There's Daniel Voles in the 38, and again the drivers who made those pit stops, who has the fresher tyres there, not really working their way out through the field, although Sama Oskin is. It's on the inside now of Charles Sanfer. That will be for the 22nd place. So yes, Sam Oskin driving his way out through the field well. Taking Joshua Collard in the 43 with him. Since that Collard's teammate Kyle Matthews is now running in 2nd place, or potentially might go for the lead, which he isn't doing. Matt McIntyre then trying to take that 1st position back. He's got back up into 3rd position. Michael Norman's moved down a few spots, and now here comes Ospina. Ospina's now got some muscle going in that Irwin Industrial Tools Ford. And he will get by his teammate for 4th place. And also Brandon Ross in the 21, whose engine supplies is from Roush Racing. And he will sneak himself into the top 5, thank you very much, as Michael Norman wants to get back into the top 5 by passing RJ Bishop. And there you can see Steve, there it is, the championship leader. Wes McCall in the 0, running up front. But he's also got RJ Bishop there too. And we haven't seen that Dylan Poulteat. I forgot to say Poulteat. Poulteat's sitting 3rd place in the championship. Whereabout is he? Oh, wait a minute, it was the caution lights flashing. Yes, there is. Oh, and there was Poulteat right there. And looks like there's more damage to the 20 car. And might be more drivers in there too. Oh, Jack Mitchell, 4th in the championship. He's got some front-end damage. And the rookie points leader as well. So problems then for the 42. Caution's out for the 2nd time. I was just about to mention about Poulteat, but there he is. Looks like he got involved in the accident. Possibly coming off of 4 yet again. And now they have picked up the caution. And the leader is still Noah Cars. So, like I said, the caution's out for the 2nd time today. Here's what happened. And here is a replay, and it does concern the 42 of the rookie points leader, Jack Mitchell. Looks like the car looks a bit tight coming off of turn 4. The free ride right ahead of him. And yeah, Colin Jones, yeah, he wasn't fully cleared of the 77. And yeah, he just got gently tapped and then goes right into Ali Rain. Nothing that she could have done there. And Poteet and Carson Green and Alex Rowe, all these drivers behind, they just all miss it. So such a shame there for both Ali. She had no room off the exit of 4, and then she gets collected by the spinning 42 as Chris Summers has to avoid Ali in the process. And this is just a moment of madness. This is the next lap when the field's trying to get by to get by close to the pace car. Watch Jack Mitchell. He just comes ploughing into the 8 of Anthony McCrory, who goes into Levi McIntyre, who goes into Alex Rowe and all. I don't know what on earth the 42 of Jack Mitchell was thinking there. Clearly a bonehead move from that rookie. Maybe he must not have been too happy with what McCrory did to him maybe a couple of laps ago, but that is just an absolute moment of madness. And I think because of that impact, his day could be over significantly. Might hurt his chances to stay up in the top 10 in the driver's standings, and also possibly lose the lead in the rookie standings. Absolute moment of madness from Jack Mitchell. Right, so we're back again. Now we're just absolutely stunned by what happened with what Jack Mitchell has done. But looks like everyone is going to take the opportunity to pit in yet again. Even the drivers that went in during the first caution are all staying in. So Noah Carson, the first to lead them in. I just can't get what Jack Mitchell had actually done. I'm going to see where Jack is. Yeah, look at the front end damage to both the 8 and the 42, as well as the 88. But let's pay attention then with Jack and... Oh, there might be some contact with Carson Green and James Qualls, but into the pits then goes 42. Looks like he's actually speeding through the pits there too. But looks like... the team needs to calm down. Jack Mitchell. In fact, Jack's out. Jack is out of the race. So that momentary of madness from Jack has actually made him retire from the race. And looks like Noah Cars came out leading. Well, we're going to get back to the green flag. So let's do it. Back again. And again, you can tell by the pace car, the lights are off. So we're going to go back to the green flag. And as you can see, still Noah Cars leading the field. Kyle Matthews in second. Third is Matt McIntyre. Fourth is Brandon Ross. Then it is the two Roush teammates of Ospina in fifth and Nathan Hudson in sixth. Seth Cole running in seventh. Michael Norman in eighth. Charlie Buxton, his good pal, in ninth. And the championship leader, Wes McCall, in position number 10. So Noah Carr's got a great start on the second restart. Let's see if he can do it again. Yes, indeed he does. He gets off again to another good start. And looks like to me Brandon Ross also made a good start, because Matt McIntyre certainly didn't. And through on the inside then goes Brandon Ross and takes the third spot away. Also the 41 SF Cole passes Hudson, so that puts him into sixth position. Might go for fifth place now too, which indeed he does. He does take the fifth position. Ooh, nearly gets fourth too. Oh, now where's Noah? Where's Noah? Noah's in the pits, isn't he? Oh, and then more wrecking as well off of turn 4. But Noah Cars is in the pits. There's a problem. Oh, I don't know if he actually jumped the start. I'm not too sure, but he's gone into the pit lane. That little bit incident off of turn 4, it hasn't brought out the caution, so these drivers have been all affected by it. And Shelton's she's got damage now on this USG Ford. Carson Green looks like he's got no damage at all. He just got collected in that accident without no fault of his own. So we've got ourselves a new race leader, and it's Kyle Matthews in the 45. Brandon Ross, continuing his recent good form from finishing in the top 10 at Charlotte a week ago, is sitting in second place. And Seth Cole now sitting in third position, wanting to go for second underneath the Wood Brothers driver. Not going to do the move just yet though, as Nathan Hudson goes from way deep to go and trying to overtake the 41 to take third position away from Cole. But Cole will probably get the run off the corner. No, he doesn't. Now Hudson side by side with the 41. Pretty much a photo finish across the line. But Hudson will take the position away, and that's P3 now for Nathan. Sky Commons, we did see him down as low as about 23rd place. He's working his way back up now through the field. And there's Noah Cars, who is now a lap down, is on the verge of being 2 laps down here. As here comes McIntyre, Matt in the 22, trying to get by Diego Ospina, which he does so nicely. And now Commons was thinking about lunging for a pass on the 97. Yeah, look at the damage of Liam Ervig. It's been a race of hell already for the 20 car. And there's Colin Jones, who started on the outside post that was involved in the second caution. And there's Jamie Smith in the 4. There's Chris Summers in the 48. Some of the other drivers then trying to bob and weave their way through traffic to try and get some more positions. Trent Dunham losing a few spots in the process as Christian Martin in the Mobile 1 Dodge is going through on the inside. And there is Dylan Poteet in the black and red number 19. His teammate Danny Wells, who started in 41st position, is up here now too. There he is, just ahead of Charlie Buxton in the 89. Danny Wells has nearly cracked the top 10. And Sam Oskin in the 16. He's got a really fast car. Look at him go in the posted there car. That's him passing Charlie Buxton, so that's for 12th position. And Michael Norman is actually falling down the order. There you can see him in the... I think LaPlante was on the inside of you there too, Michael. And we did see him in the top 10. He's fallen down. His teammate James Qualls is now ahead of him. And here comes the Daytona 500 champion. Oh, and Joshua Collard's been turned on the backstretch. Collard's been turned on the backstretch. Is that bringing out caution number 3? We'll find out. And yes, indeed it does. Joshua Collard turned, coming into turn number 3. That might have been with Daniel Voiles and all. But yeah, the Cheerios dodged in a bit of bother. And the caution is out for the 3rd time today. And I believe Brandon Ross is leading. Yeah, Brandon Ross came to the caution flag as the leader. As the cars all slow up and hopefully not cause some type of damage. Here's a replay of what happened to Joshua Collard to bring out the latest caution. So here is a replay. There were 3 wide on the backstretch. Carson Gummon in 99. And I don't know if the 43 spotter said you were clear on the inside, but there was obviously no room for Daniel Voiles to go. And then into the safer barrier now goes the 43. And looks like hopefully there was no damage there done to the 38 car. Hopefully the valence is not too torn up after turning Joshua Collard around. Harmless spin, but it was enough to bring out caution number 3. We're now into the second half of the race, and yet again the drivers making a pit stop. It always seems to be whenever caution comes out, drivers are too, a little bit cautious when they always have to make a pit stop. Someone make a brave attempt and stay out. Could be another caution anyways. So Brandon Ross leads the whole field then into the pits. Yeah, looks like everyone is coming in. Even Noah Cars and all, who encountered a bit of well, not a bit of a problem, a hefty problem, because it's actually put him all the way down to last place, and there's now more, well, just about a lap down. So where is the 21? Is the 21 already out? I don't even know. I can't even tell. There's a look at RJ Bishop. And yeah, Brandon Ross goes out first, followed by Kyle Matthews. Then in comes Colin Jones, and it's going to be the 22 followed by the 6, and then the 0. Oh, and that was a bit close between the 40 and the 97. I don't know who come out just ahead. It might have been the 97, possibly. But RJ Bishop then comes out just ahead of Dylan Young, but not too sure if he came out ahead of Ospina. But we'll have a look at it then as we're getting back to the green flag. Right, you rejoin us again now. We are into the second half of this race at Trent Ring Motegi. A shortened race. We're doing 60 laps instead of the 70 laps, like I said, in qualifying yesterday. Brandon Ross then leads the field back to the green flag, followed by Kyle Matthews in 2nd, Matt McIntyre in 3rd, Nathan Hudson in 4th. 5th position is Wes McCall. RJ Bishop did come out ahead of Ospina, so he's going to restart in 5th position. Ospina in 6th, and Danny Wells 41st. He's qualified. He's in the 7th position. 8th place is Sky Commons. 9th is the 2 of Dylan Young, and Sam Oskin, who made a pit stop during the first caution. He's worked his way up through the field very nicely and is in 10th position. The green flag is out. We are on lap 34 out of 60. Ross with a great start, like what Noah Cars did. Hopefully he doesn't do the same fate what happened with the 44, as Hudson now goes into 3rd spot, passing Matt McIntyre in the process. RJ Bishop was going to look on the inside, but Wes McCall says, no, you don't. I'm going to go on the inside of you, and I'm going to take the position away. Oh, and now Ross is now in the pits. Are they actually sort of like getting themselves a penalty or something like that by maybe jumping the start? I'm not too sure, but anyway, it's now enabled Kyle Matthews to go back into the lead now. And look who's in 2nd position. There he is, the 0 of Wes McCall, the leader by over 100, nearly about 150 points. And in comes, it must have been a drive-through. It must have been a drive-through that Brandon Ross had. It must have been. Oh, so problems then for the 21. Brandon got a little bit too eager on the get-go, and Daniel Voiles is down here too. I mean, I know Daniel Voiles was involved in the latest accident, but hopefully there's not a problem occurred with the M&M's Ford. And Seth Cole's all the way back here too. He's down in 39th. He was up in the top 10. In fact, if more than anything, Seth Cole's running a lap down. So problems then more for Seth Cole. He retired early on in the Charlotte race last week, and he's all the way down now in 39th place, a lap down. So I don't know what on earth's happened there with the target dodge, but Seth will be absolutely fuming in that helmet. And meanwhile, Noah Cars, who is on the lead lap, who's back up into 32nd spot, trying to get by Jessica Shelton in the 17 car. Carson Green still struggling to get by Alex Rowe, who was involved in the first caution too. There's a look at Jesse Turner in the 10. There's Ali Rain trying to get by the 4 of Jamie Smith. And look at the racing back here too. Qualls on the outside. There's Matt McLean in the middle and Charles Sanford on the inside. And Poteet's working his way. And Ospina looks like he's dropping down the order. He's down now. He came across the line last time by in 17th spot. So looks like there's a problem then on the 97 team. Oh, I thought Sanford was going to shut the door on Ospina. And even again, look at that. Even RG Bishop, he started going down the order, as well as the 22 of Matt McIntyre. Now, meanwhile, back up front here for the lead, and it's now Dylan Young. So Dylan Young has now got into the lead. We don't know what's happened up front with Kyle Matthews, but Dylan Young now inherits the lead. Nathan Hudson all over the back, and look who's in 3rd place. The guy who started on the back row of the grid and defending champion, Danny Wells. Sama Oskinen attempting a pass on Matthews. That is for 5th position. And Zachary Fitzwater, he's had a slow start to the season. There he is there, up now into the top 10. Followed by Charlie Buxton and Austin Plant having a strong showing in the Schwann's Dodge. And there's Brandon Tedesco in car number 7. Now running in the top 10. Now in the field make their way through the tricky turn 3, and now Nathan Hudson. Hudson now takes the lead away. McCall goes into 3rd. How many laps are we on now? We've got 20 laps to go. We're into 2/3 of the race. So Hudson leads. Young now in 2nd. 3rd is Wes McCall. 4th is Danny Wells. Oskin on the inside, challenging for that 4th spot. 6th for Fitzwater. Kyle Matthews down to 7th. Charlie Buxton in 8th. 9th is Austin Plant. And in 10th is Brandon Tedesco for Robbie Gordon Motorsports. Then it's the 2nd of the Penske drivers, Christian Martin in 11th. Then 12th place is Nick Gunther, recovering well from the incident back at lap number 3. After he had the moment with the 37 of Alex Rowe. Then his teammate is behind, Cody Lammers in the 18. Matt McIntyre, who was in, 3rd place? He's down in 14th place. And the pole sitter down in 15th position. That was hard to say, wasn't it? 16th then for Charles Sanford. Michael Norman in 17th. Sky Commons looks like he's got 18th position away from Matt McLean. So Matt McLean is now relegated down to 19th, and 20th, completing the top 20, is Chris Summers in the Lowe's Chevrolet, who makes a look on the inside of his good buddy McLean, and he will take the spot away. Behind him is another one of Chris Summers' good mates there, Jamie Smith, runner up at the 500 back in the season opener. He's not really fallen out of the top 10 in points so far. So we're 10 weeks in, and it's been such an impressive job from the 4 team. Of course, the 4 didn't have... did he have a good outing? No, it was Chicagoland. Yeah, Chicagoland. He retired there, finished poorly, but still stayed in the top 10 no matter what. Because of the other previous results, he's been up there. So Jamie Smith, they're doing well. And there is Jesse Turner, just passing the 31. That will put him up into 22nd place now. And now you've got Trent Dunham side by side with the 31, and James Qualls passing Carson Gum and Dylan Pulte and Ali Rain. And look at Ospina. Ospina's fallen down there. Is that a problem with the car? The car must be quite tight, because he was up in the top 10. I think he restarted in the 6th position. He's now down to, I think, 27th place, because Ali Rain, 28th place now for Diego. So there's a problem with the 97. And looks like Alex Rowe's going to pass him and all. Now then, meanwhile, there is Wes McCall all over the back of Nathan Hudson as they go into 3 and 4. So it's the 6, followed by the 0, followed by the 2, followed by the 16, the 29, the 89, the 40 and 5, and the 9. That's the top 8. Now when they're going through into 1 and 2, looks like Dylan Young gets a good run in the middle of 1 and 2. Can he get the job done now off the corner? I don't think he has the speed off. And Wes McCall will still hold on to that second straight. No, he's still there. Yep, Dylan Young's going to drive it hard into 3, and he will take the 2nd position away. And that's going to allow Nathan Hudson to get a slight bit of advantage there. Yep, and now that is P2 for car 2, and Sam Oskin's going to take advantage now. And through, he will go on the inside. This has been quite a drive, this, from Sam Oskin. Really impressive. Pitted during the first caution, fell all the way down to about 35th or something like that. There he is now, in the 3rd position. Now we're all sort of like single file now, pretty much there. That's the closest battle that we've got there, with Sky Commons. Looks like he's passed Sanford. And I think Chris Summers is wanting to pass him as well. So the Auto Club race winner behind Michael Norman. And looks like Summers is going to make the pass now on the 32. Now can Jimmy Smith also pass him? Looks like he's trying to. Well, he is side by side. Loads of drivers are always driving it deep going into 3. And Jamie does it as well. And he will go through without any complications. Now can Jesse Turner make advantage? No, he's not. He's going to stick him behind. Might pull out though to the inside going into 1, which he is sort of doing. So Sanford's moving down the order. Yep, through goes Turner. Now Trent Dunham. He's going to pass on the inside. And looks like Jamie Smith is attempting to pass on the 48. Now then, let's see what's happening then. Any movers and shakers then? Yes, there has been some movers and shakers. And now it's the 29 that's showing some muscle now. The 29 is Zachary Fitzwater's gone up into 3rd place. Oskin is now down to 5th. And there's Danny Wells, who was up as high as 3rd, is now retaken 6th position away. And now Brandon Tedisco in the 7. Looks like he's going to go through on Charlie Buxton as well as Christian Martin. Oh, now you got the two Joe Gibbs teammates. They're going to be side by side in the middle of 3 and 4. And now the 89 is losing some momentum. He's going to lose a couple more positions to Martin and Matthews. And Cody Lammers has passed Gunther. And now Matt McIntyre is on beside him. And looks like Wes McCall is wanting second place back on Dylan Young. Didn't get the speed off 2. So as they go into the backstretch, oh, he has a think about looking on the inside. Dylan gives him the room. But he gets the speed off the corner and holds on to that second spot there. McCall might be fighting a bit of a loose car, but it's still good enough to be in third position. As we've got less than 10 laps to go, but on lap 52 out of 60. Hudson still leads, but it's been an onslaught of pressure behind from either Dylan Young or Wes McCall. Nathan, vastly experienced in the CCS. Last won a race back at Texas a season ago, when he did a last lap pass on Charles Sanford and Trent Dunham for the win. Now he's got to contend with some hungry drivers in Dylan Young and Wes McCall right behind him. Wes McCall already has tasted victory lane. Dylan Young hasn't this season. Neither's Nathan Hudson. But also when it comes to the All-Star race, the 0 is in. The 6 and the 2 aren't in. If they win this race, they will punch their ticket into the All-Star race, which is going to happen in about 3 weeks' time. So there's not that many spaces left or positions left for drivers to, get either a pole position or a win to get their way, or to invite themselves into the All-Star race themselves, which will be at Bullet Speedway. Looking forward to commentate on that one at my home track. Stillville Hudson with the advantage though. Look at the amount of pressure that Dylan Young has given him, but causing no nerves whatsoever. Look at he's all over the back here. He could make a look, but Dylan happy to stick behind. Could be holding up a bit of traffic, might I add. Oh, he's all over the back of the 6. You can sense there's going to be another lead change. You can sense it in this race. As we are now coming down then with 5 laps to go. Next time by. Hudson still leads. Dylan Young second. McCall in third. Fitzwater fourth. Oscar in fifth. Danny Wells in sixth. The 7 is position 7. Then it's Kyle Matthews, and Cody Lammers has now worked his way into the top 10. He's now passing the 12. And there's the 22 of Matt McIntyre. Followed by the 11 of Nick Gunther. Austin Plant having a nice race in the 49 car in 13th position. I just want to see where the 97 is. There he is. There's 97 running in 27th place. And there's Noah Cars in 28th. Now where's Brandon Ross? There he is. Still there running in the 38th position. It must have been a drive-through penalty that the 21 and the 44 may have suffered. And then there's the beaten up damaged cars of the 88 and the 20. That was because of that moment of madness there from Jack Mitchell. Daniel Voiles in the 38. He's got driver's side damage. You can see it there too. He is still running a lap down in the 40th position, and I'm disappointed there about Colin Jones. Started on the outside pole, and his car's never really recovered from it. Still stuck down there in 33rd place. Got rookie Carson Green and Wintergreen ahead. Now, who is the best placed rookie in this race? As we see Fitzwater now moving then, so Dylan Young is now pushed down to potentially that will be 6th place now. So Wes McCall's gone to 2nd, Fitzwater in 3rd, 4th is now Oskin, and Danny Wells has taken P5 away from Dylan Young. Yeah, the best placed rookie so far right now is this guy right here, Charlie Buxton, and he'll want to take full advantage of it with Jack Mitchell retiring from this race. And he's doing a pretty decent job here so far, running in 15th place then. Now we are on to the penultimate lap. There's 2 more laps to go until the end of the race. Can Hudson hold on to get his first win of the season, or can McCall get his second win of the season and extend the championship lead quite considerably? Oh, here they go. Kyle Matthews, he's trying to make a move on his Weed Coasters partner, and he does pass him. Now Cody Lammers wants to take full advantage of it too, as we're going to get the white flag this time by. One more lap to go, and Oskin's slowing. Osama Oskin's slowing, and he's slowing up a whole gang of cars right in front of him. Tedisco's been stuck behind. He might be out of fuel. Driver's out of fuel. There's contact between the 89 and now Lammers has been held up as well as Christian Martin. So drivers are starting to run out of fuel, and look at this gaggle of cars now as we're touching up on the last lap. And Zachary Fitzwater has gone up into second place on the last lap, but they're not going to catch Nathan Hudson. Hudson wins round 10 at Trinwyn Motegi. Wow, what an ending there. And it was all Sam Oskin. He ran out of fuel. And there's some contact. And and Ali Rain has just got up against the wall after the finish line. She finished herself in 26th position. But absolute disaster there for Sam Oskin. There's Brandon Ross. He's going to cross the line. 38th place. Unlucky there for Brandon. But what an ending then to the race with Sam Oskin running out of fuel. But meanwhile, the leaders, or the winners, are into the pit lane. And there's your winner there, Nathan Hudson. Congratulations then to him on getting yet another victory as his car disappears. Thank you then for so much for watching this race. Hope you enjoyed it. Give this race a thumbs up. And we'll see you. We're going to go back into America for round 11 of the championship as we're going to yet another brand new circuit on the calendar, and that is Minnesota. We will look forward to seeing you there for next week. Until then, here's the official results and the points going into round 11. Bye-bye.